Okay guys, welcome back. So this video we're going to focus on your shadow boxing with your weapon. So in the Filipino martial arts, shadow boxing with a weapon, we call that carenza. So carenza is kind of like, it's a little bit unique in the way that there's no wrong way to do it. That just means that there's only a few principles that you have to remember when you're doing carenza. When you're doing your carenza, it's a smart idea to use all the type of strikes that you have. You have your follow-through shots, or laptik as we like to call them. Then you have your witik shots, or your retracting shots. Anything that hits and retract. Anything that follows through is your laptik. Anything that hits and pulls back is your witik. So besides that, you want to mix all type of shots. You want to mix in your power shots. You want to mix in your jabs. You want to mix in your redondos. You want to mix in your reverse six. You want to mix in your chambering or your recoil motions. You want to mix all this in. Right? You have your sungkits, which is just hitting with the tip. This doesn't make no sense. Yes, if you're going for the eyes, that's fine. If you have a machete or a blade with a pointed tip, the sungkits or the thrusts are really good. Those are nice too. You have another type of shot, which is an abanico. The abanico is a fanning motion. You hit with the tip like this. Right? It can be to the hand, it can be to the head, to the bigger head, to the hand, to the wrist, anywhere. Anything that's a fanning motion, it can be anything, anywhere you can hit. Now, the the fanning motion is not going to do any kind of damage. It's not going to knock somebody out, but it's just a smaller shot that will lead up to a bigger shot. So when you're doing your carenza, it's important in the beginning to just flow with your weapon. You know, don't try to force it. Just move around. Just move around with your weapon. Get used to working your weapon. I like to usually start off with my fighting stick. Fighting stick just means this is the stick you would use when you spar. Just try that one first. Move a few rounds with it so you get a feel for how your weapon works. Right? Don't have to do it flashy. Everyone moves different. That's fine. Only remember, when you're moving around, you want to make sure that you're using all the type of hits, all the type of recoils, all the type of power shots that you know. And of course, you add that with a heavy dose of footwork. You don't need to move fast. It's only if you want to. But you should be able to move anywhere with your weapon. Right? Right now, I can't move as much because I'm trying to stay in the frame of the camera. But you want to move around. You use your traditional footwork that we've taught you. You want to work on your triangle footworks that you'll learn later. Your male triangles, your female, your same hand, same foot, same hand, opposite foot movements. You want to be able to move that all together in one move. Now, the reason why I focus on, or I'm giving you this video on carenza, is because this is the closest thing you could do as a solo drill besides having a partner. The way you move, let's say in your stick fighting, is going to be the way you move when you have no weapon. The only reason why that works that way is because with a weapon, there's that extra motivation to move. Then you'd have to think, if it's a left foot forward, like you do in Wing Chun, or any other martial arts, you have to have a certain stance, and you have to know which moves what. In Kali, you just get the fuck out of the way, you're going to get hit. That will provoke you to move athletically. If you don't move athletically, you're going to get hit. So this forces you to move by instinct. Now your weapon, you do that with your weapon because you're trying to make sure that when you move with your weapon, you get used to moving your weapon with the rest of your body. Of course, I would graduate this up to a more heavier stick, and then the heavier stick will allow you to control your weapon. It makes it, you can't just, hit everything, but you have to be very aware of how your weight moves. And then that one, I would use a blade too, but right now I don't think it's a good idea that I pull out a blade because it'll be super flashy. But when you have a blade out, it's going to force you to remember that it's not only a stick you have, right? It's not only a stick. It could be also a bladed weapon. And when it's a bladed weapon, you are forced to move your weapon in a certain way that you can slice, slash, or cut, chop something off. And that extra mechanic of fluidity makes your overall movement a little bit more refined, a little bit precise, a little bit more smoother, and a little bit faster when you actually have to use it. Okay, so you use your heavy sticks to teach your body how to move without just, using strength and using the weight of the weapon alongside with the rest of your body. You use your bladed weapon or your sword to make everything a little bit smoother. I would have brought it today, but I decided not to. And when you take your training blade or a knife, the knife movements give you that extra cat-like motions that allows you to do those little fast reactions. That's a different talk. But anyway, try to work your carenza, be a little bit creative, do it slow. You can do it also with your double stick if you like, but try to use all the type of strikes you know, all the type of recoil movements you have, and all the type of footwork you have, but you have to make it move together as one unit. The better you get at it, the better it's going to be, more smoother and more nicer to look at. But that takes practice, right? The fast way to doing that is to do that with a training partner, is to spar lightly and fun, and that will provoke those movements. But since you can't do that, you have to do this with your training group. All right, so try that with your single stick and have fun, and I'll see you soon.